Hey guys, it's Crystal with Train Smart Fitness here, and I have a really important tip. I've had a lot of people asking me lately about abs after having babies and how to not have the quote-unquote poochy belly and whatnot. And a big part that will make a huge difference is the way that you draw your abs in. So I'm going to show you a couple of what not to do and how to do it, and explain it to you, so that way you can make sure that when you are doing abdominal exercises that you're doing them properly, so that you're really trying to tighten everything in and draw it in versus just firm it up, because you could be distending your stomach and letting that happen, and we don't want that, right? So here is what you are not going to do. So I'm going to show you my stomach. Okay, so a lot of times what happens is people will get a big back arch, right? See how there's space? There's a big old space. I could fit my whole fist underneath my back on the floor. And then they do crunches like that, and they crunch up and back, right? So that's not really working a whole lot of anything besides your hip flexors. So see that space? What we want to do is eliminate that space. So we're going to engage our abdominals and really tuck our hips under, right? Engaging. Right there, you're working your abs already. So we're taking that space away and we're rolling our hips up. So if you see in my rear end area, instead of leaving your hips pointing this way, we're rolling our hips back. So you're engaging your glutes a little bit as well. And so when you tuck, there's no space here, and you're rolling your hips back. And then you crunch from there, and you're really drawing your belly button up and in towards the back of your rib cage, right? So you're drawing it this way. It's coming back this way. So instead of just staying out here and doing your sit-ups and whatnot, you're drawing everything up and in towards the back of your rib cage and really scooping your abdominals out, so you're tucking, and again, you'll feel your glutes engaged. You're going to tuck from there and make sure that you have the control, right? You don't want everything to be popping out. You want to blow all your air out, right? And then drop back down. So when you draw everything up and in, your pelvic floor is squeezing as well, right? So when you draw everything up and in towards the back of the rib cage, your pelvic floor is squeezing, your glutes are active, and everything is engaging in that whole entire core. Versus if you have everything loose here and everything's hanging out and you're just working the hip flexors, your core and your pelvic floor are not as engaged as they could be. So it's that tuck, that scoop out of the abs, right? We're scooping out of the abs, so we're drawing the belly button up and in. So those are my tips for you today. Next time you do an abdominal exercise, whether it's a plank or sit up or basic crunches, or even just scooping out your abs and holding it, really focus on those few things. Again, what it is you are drawing the belly button up and in towards the back of the rib cage. You are scooping out your abdominals, so you're really rolling the hips up, right? Rolling the hips up so even that your glutes engage. And as you do those two things, you are actively engaging your pelvic floor as well. So it's very similar to doing a Kegel, right? So hopefully you guys are doing them properly now, and if not, you will do them properly ongoing for the future. So I hope you benefited from this today. If you know anyone else that could benefit from this video, please share it with them or refer them over to my page, so that way more women can learn this information. Have an awesome day.